Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? You hit that like, you hit that subscribe. Talk about going on a ride, going to the moon, and damn, hopefully we going soon. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope you're having a nice evening. Looking for technical analysis, live TA, where you've hit the right place, crypto news. Finding out Dogecoin, up 11% currently right now. Many people want to know why. Well, if you don't mind, before we go, somebody unsubscribed, so we need to work twice as hard. To get to 1.3K, I would appreciate. We need to work twice as hard now. We need 2 more subscribers. Hit that bell, hit the all notification, and subscribe. Would be fantastic. Would appreciate it. With all this information you do get from us, please do so. What is the DogeChain? Well, this is your reason, if you ask me, on why Dogecoin is currently pumping. It's not Dogecoin. That is what the reason is, but there may be some confusion. So let Wall Street Pete break it down for you. This is what we love to do. Right before the 8 o'clock candle, we're going to talk about some things here. We had a few that just going over, you know, what we're going to talk about today. I think this is kind of cool how we do this now. Had a couple people of the Wolves ask for a few things. We said, Jupiter, we'd like to find out a little more. Polkadot, would you please let us know more? And then we had another one that said something about Sandbox. So, and there it is. Can you do TA on Sand? So we're going to do those 3. Definitely break them down a little bit in depth if we may. Also talk about what we think is going to happen here on the price. We'll get into that as well. So let's start off without further ado. Let's talk about it. What is Dogechain? The so-called Dogecoin layer 2 for DeFi, NFTs, and games. Please hit the like and subscribe. 2 days. We don't fool around. We get exactly up-to-date breaking news for you. In brief, Dogechain is a newly launched blockchain platform that lets users bridge over Dogecoin and use it for DeFi, NFTs, and more. It's not a traditional Layer 2 scaling solution for Dogecoin as built, nor as are Dogecoin's developers or created involved in the project. So you must understand that. Philip's in the house. We got Aaron. We got Hugh in the house. What's going on? So to break this down, and we're up 11%, I want people to understand that this is not part of the Dogecoin. However, Dogechain isn't a true layer network that is not built on top of Dogecoin. Instead, it's a separate network based on Polygon Edge, which is custom blockchain software from Polygon, the most popular Ethereum side chain, and it's compatible, with the Ethereum virtual machine, which means that it can run apps and games built for Ethereum. So let's just pay attention to that. That's very, very, very important. A lot of people are getting that confused and jumping the gun. And as you can see, Dogecoin has had a nice jump. We have not got to the chart. This is Polkadot. Give me a second. Dogecoin's under it. And as you can see, same kind of thing, right? Looks kind of similar, actually. And if you can see, I do believe that we will find 9.5 cents as a resistance here on this cup currently. We'll see what happens. We could be getting it right now, but I think if we proceed and continue to go, 9.5 cents will take us. Looking at the weekly, wow. Looking at the daily, that's not what it tells me here. So that could be interesting. Come and make my price a little lower. As you can see, the top here of these, 9.2, that would be more accurate for the Dogecoin price. I believe we can get to that price. You see here, 8.9. Hitting exactly resistance, so as you can see what's going on. We're finding our resistance spot right here. If we retest, that would be beautiful. What did we do here? Daily candle. Daily candle, and we just got a new one. Wait a minute. So this is the new candle? Oh, wow. Don't tell me this is the new daily candle. Nah, I don't think that's the new daily. No, the new daily candle is going to be over here coming out. So let's move it. There we go. So the new daily candle, I was going to say the new daily candle is only 8 minutes old. Happy birthday. So that's the candle right there. We're coming down, actually. So it should be red. So we'll see what happens as that breaks down. So currently right now, as promised, I'm going to go over a couple things. We're going to go over Jupiter. We'll start off with the first one. I wish Magician in Beats in the Streets gets to see this video because he was the one who asked for this. Definitely looking at this and currently what I believe is going to happen with Jupiter right now. Looking pretty high right now currently, as you can see on the relative strength index, and this is what the daily, I'm trying to do the daily here. Finding new higher lows, the trend is your friend. Currently, as the trend is our friend, we are actually going up on this, but it has been taking a big retracement down. Double top pattern currently right here, if you're looking for what I'm saying. That's what caused this big mess. Then getting these double bottom patterns, bottom M patterns, which is what started the next double top. As you can see, all the way down, until we obviously hit the bottom. So now currently, if we do repeat this, and I'm taking it down, as you can see, if you pay attention, all the way down to the price, possibly to hit down to there. So take that for what it's worth. What did I have it all the way down to? Possibly the 9 cents, almost touching the 10. So Jupiter, what is Jupiter? Jupiter token is an open source platform which is powered by the Ethereum blockchain. So once again, Ethereum holders win over and over and over. Dubbed as the people's blockchain, the primary objective of Jupiter is to make blockchain accessible and safe. So just another token that seems to be repetitive of that. Don't mean to sound negative at all, so please don't take it like that, but it just seems to be that way. Now, currently on the daily, if we're going to continue to create new higher lows, then we're going to do that right there, and that's going to be beautiful. We may come down lower, as you can see right here, currently to the 6.7 I have as a price of major support. So pay attention to that. That would be your sell-off if you're majorly invested in Jupiter, which is an Ethereum blockchain, as you just learned now. You might want to be careful. Be very, very careful, because what's going to happen here is if it breaks through, you better put your sell stop right there. And I'll put it here for you. You can see 6.7. Put your sell stop so you don't get wrecked. Because this is my strategy only. None of this is financial advice. This is just stuff that I would do, you know. And pay attention, because right now the total crypto market cap is 1.14, and it's not really bullish. We do need to get some of the volume to come back in. It doesn't have to go crazy, maybe 1.17, just to get some volume back in. The price will probably fall, and then we'll come back up. But we do need to see some volume coming back in. It's very important. So as we suggest to see here, what may happen from here, we need to keep going. Jupiter is getting a retracement, as you can see, double bottom M patterns. What I believe will happen is you'll get your double bottom M rejection. It's going to happen somewhere here at this price. So I'm hoping that it does at the 6.7. It doesn't wipe you out, but as you can see how much money you would have lost. So please be super careful. This could be the bounce. This could be where we're going. Right under the 10 cents. Watch that. Could be a nice bounce and then lift off all the way to the 25 cents. And then I do believe you'll find super major resistance. Once you break through the 19, you'll get to the 25. So pay close attention to that. And if you do notice here, there'll be a new resistance level somewhere up here at the 31, 32 cents. But that's another talk for another story. Another day for another time, I meant to say. Because we got so much work to do here. We're stuck in this range. And as you can see, we got a lot of work to do. So I don't believe we'll fall below that sell stop. That's why I have it there. Because if it does, then you know the fallout is real. And a lot of people are going to get hurt. So let's get on to something else. Polkadot. Polkadot was something that was requested in the sandbox as well. So looking at this daily currently right now, let's see. So this daily setup from my previous TA. And as you can see right here, we have a $10 currently with a problem of resistance. And that's basically what you're going to need a candle to finish above. So what do we got? We got the daily. This is Polkadot. We do know what Polkadot is, right? Everybody's familiar with Polkadot. Basically, another Cardano split up. I don't know if you know that. Charles Hoskinson, he was the co-founder of Ethereum. And basically, there was another co-founder of Ethereum that left, broke up. Charles Hoskinson made Cardano, left Ethereum blockchain. Then the other guy who left, or the other people who left Ethereum split up, they created Polkadot. So it's pretty amazing. So you see how it is. These people are pretty smart. They're making successful, they're definitely making successful crypto assets here. There's no joke about that. And currently 953, if you can see there from right here, all the way from May 19th of 2022 this year, that was a problem. We found support, and little did we know that would be a huge problem of a fall, and then now we're coming back to it as resistance. So in order to come back and start playing around, I believe what is going to happen with this price, and I do believe if you go to the weekly on everything, and obviously the weekly, we're very bullish, it's time to catch up. It's time for the weekly charts to finally catch up. This is the relative strength index chart for Polkadot, and I think it's about time. Even though it's high volatile waves, we'll find our way all the way to the upward direction. And as you can see, like I said here, perfect. Resistance 1073, resistance 955. Once we start breaking above each level, you will find yourself above, and then it's off to the races all the way to $16. So pay attention to what's happening here and how exciting this market can be. If I were to really, really get involved, I would probably get excited and stop at the 16. That would be my first step. It would be a cup and handle, and this is all obviously during the bullish momentum. We would have to see Bitcoin hit 28,000, 27,000 in order for all this to really start happening. So if you know, Polkadot came all the way from a 50 and above price range, and I think it was 55, 54.74 on this chart was the top. And it seems like $47.80 will be the top once again, as we will be fighting before we ever even see 54 again, which is not far away, of course. So Polkadot has requested, I do believe, in the next quarter of next year. So let's say sometime March, February of January 2023. And I want you to understand that. March, right here, January 2023. I do believe that it's almost guaranteed that we will be at this price. And if I put that here, then make yourself happy. March 2023, at this price level. I'm just letting you know, or higher, but that's fine. So we'll leave that there because I don't go over Polkadot much. We'll have a little fun with that, and we'll see where we are. And wouldn't that be a son of a you-know-what? So we'll come back with this. We'll see what happens with the levels. Obviously, I gave you all the bullish momentum. Let's see what we're looking at here. This is the weekly. So now if we were to get a double bottom M pattern, we would definitely not be able to break this 1073. And what would happen after that would get your double bottom M. And obviously, once we go to the 1073 and we fall past below the 950, you already know we're AF. So you better find a zone or a range where this weekly falls into, or we get this parabolic copycat move. As you can see, week after week after week after week of just getting our asses kicked. Well, it's going to be week after week after week of just enjoyment. It's allowed to happen. Crypto does do this in high volatile waves. Don't believe me? Well, pay attention to these weeks. I mean, it's really, it's there. It's in the history. It's not like it's fake and we're making stuff up. So what's going on, Stephen? How are you doing this evening? Wall Street Pete breaking down some of the things that people asked for. And I don't know which one you asked for. I believe it was Polkadot. Let's see. Stephen asked for... Oh, he didn't care. Stephen said he likes the TA no matter what. So here we are. We just did that. Now we're doing Sandbox. So we did not do Sandbox with the Jupiter, Polkadot. Now we're going to do Sandbox. And what is Sandbox? Sand is the official token of the Sandbox, which is used to do transactions on this platform. Its main aim is to introduce the blockchain technology in mainstream gaming successfully. So I did a little research on this a long time ago. I think a lot of people know what this is by now, but they proposed this to you a little bit ago. Probably like 2-3 years ago. I think this was 2019, if I'm correct. And TJ hits the super chat. What's going on? Excuse me there. 1780, yes. I believe we will come down to that. We'll see what happens. It's head and shoulders pattern for sure. And I think that's what was happening on the rest of these things here. There are head and shoulders patterns here, and this is what I want to show you. So this is Jupiter. We're going to go back to it really quick because I want people to see what happened. This is what I think is going on. And yeah, I could be wrong, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, if you pay attention, definitely to mention, this is Jupiter, of course, and this is similar to a lot of the charts. What I see here is a left shoulder. Then what I see here is a head. What I see there is a right shoulder, which I see now is an inverted head and shoulder, right? Now I see my shoulder forming, but where does it come up? Well, that's what I'm used to seeing. So it depends on how far we come down through. So I think if we fall down to the 10 cents, it's coming back to Jupiter, I believe this is what gives us our shoulder, and then we're back off to the races to 25 cents. So do you see how that works? So we're doing the inverted head and shoulders pattern, which took us down to hell, but now I think it's time to recover. I think we are coming back into a bullish momentum. So pay attention to that chart. It's an Ethereum blockchain. It's called Jupiter, and it's for the people, basically, is what it's called. So they're really stretching hard as AF to get that to move. Currently holding up 24,000. Ethereum's looking good at the 1890. I have not paid attention to the new thing yet, but we're going to go over it. Sandbox. What I believe is going to happen with Sandbox and why I think right now is a good buy. Not financial advice, of course. But if you pay attention, definitely to mention, on the weekly, we were doing something similar. And if you were to pay attention to this, this would probably be somewhere in the end of the shoulder. But we're looking at the inverted head coming here. And if that were to create a shoulder, then what would we be doing on the weekly? So pay attention to this real quick, because I want to set this up nicer, in a nice manner here. Let's get to the daily. I had this set up for you to see how this works. And as you can see, we're coming through. This is the Sandbox, and you can buy land on the Sandbox, which is pretty exciting. Snoop Dogg, I do believe, has part of the Sandbox. He's getting into a lot of this as well. What I started doing was the last jump and the last move we got. And if you see what exactly we are talking about here, inverted head, shoulder here coming in, and hopefully getting this right shoulder to come through with a 161 resistance somewhere on a different chart. That's not going to come through here, so we can ignore that. Only reason why I have it is because it was resistance. Okay, so this is why I don't like these green arrows. But if we do, now it makes sense. So we touched resistance at the 161. If we do repeat that, you will find a $2.05 somewhere in that range for the Sandbox. And I do believe that we will get this same move coming through. It's just a matter of time. Where the bounce comes off, will it be 117 before we get the shoulder to come to the upside? That is a chance of what we'll see. So we'll find out, but it's going to take some time. This is what, the daily. So where are we at on the daily? I think we're pretty high on the relative strength on the daily. Yes, we are. So, but the trend is your friend. So please calm down with all of this. You don't have to worry too much, because there's a few times, as you can see, we came all the way up here and we've gotten rejected every single time. And that comes back all the way from last year of December 2021, so why wouldn't it happen again? So this is actually all correlating exactly to what my technical analysis is saying. And that's why indicators are helpful. So if you don't believe in the indicator, then you must not believe in technical analysis, because for this to happen, that would need to happen. And I wish I could keep this, but it doesn't happen that way. We can't keep it on the RSI level. We're going to come down here on the daily. And then what's going to happen is that exact fall here, hopefully not too far past the 117, before we can create a shoulder, which what I call this is a Tigger bounce. And no, Aaron, we cannot do spell because I don't like you. So what we're going to do here is come through to the 117. Our Ace on there just asked, can I do spell token? Of course I could do spell token. Just give me 1 minute, though. What's up, Gary? Gary's in the house as well. But I believe something similar to that can happen. What do you want to do in the long term, in the long range of time? That's probably where you want to wait for. The key number is the $2, 204, 205. I would just wait for $2 and then sell like a mother trucker. Why? Because I just wouldn't want to wait for, I wouldn't want to wait for the 205 and find out that the whale sold and put their orders in at 2 and didn't care that we spent a few days here at May 5th of the 22nd all the way till about the 11th till we fell. So there was about 6 days here we hung out, and they don't really care. They're not going to wait for that. They're going to put it even shorter, and they're going to make their money sooner. So we pretty much went over everything I wanted to talk about. The total crypto market cap, I don't know if it's going to continue to fall. If it does, I would expect the prices to correlate in there. And if you watched today's video, I hope you did. It was only a 15-minute video, so please go back if you do have time. That's an important video. And here are a few levels of the Ethereum price that I have going right now. I think, yes, these are the ones. This is the levels I am looking forward to. Like I said, there was a few in the golden pocket, and this looks like a messy chart. I really don't like this chart. The other one's probably worse. This is the one I sold at. And this is what I said we could possibly get. But I do believe, and as you do see, we touched all the way down to the 1854. So the 1854 looks pretty good. This is Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen, if everyone's wondering what we're looking at. We must hold the 1790, as I believe one of our followers said. And then I'm going to go on to Spell Token, and then we might have to cut this short. But pay attention to this. Like I said there, this is perfectly happening, as I said. Dead cat bounce, maybe get a shoulder here, but I would rather this. These are the two things that we want. One is this color. This is straight to the upside. Once we bounce off the 1836, we get that in the results. 1790 would go past the Fibonacci golden pocket. And I have so much shit in here. Oh, I can't stand it. This is why sometimes I just hit a race. If you see here, the 1836 price would come and bounce. It would be a 50% pullback, and I think that's where we're going. So I think we're going to get a fake dead cat bounce on this new daily candle. So now the new daily candle, what did I say to everybody? I said that we're going to pump. I said I expect the new daily candle to pump. So, the biggest troublemaker is in the house. What is going on? So here we are. Check us out. Probably getting this shoulder coming through, and this was on the 4-hourly, so it really does look better if I show you on their 4-hourly. We sold it to 2,000. As I told you, I was selling. I did not buy back in yet. What I expect to happen is this, and then ultimately come down, and I think we're going to bounce off that. So bounce off the 1790 or the 1836, it doesn't matter. I am going to be stupid, and I'm going to be buying a couple more bucks into Ethereum. When I find that the... I say stupid because I was already in this and I already sold at the peak, I feel like, of where it could be. But you have to be careful because the trend is definitely your friend on this. I knew you had to watch for fun. The only reason why you come on here is to either have fun or make fun. What else is new, Alex? Alex is in the house. Dip toe in crypto. So if you pay attention to this, we could get a nice bounce coming off this daily, which is real. So we'll see what happens. We're actually getting a nice bounce. This is the trend of your friend till January. If you want to take it all the way back to June, that's really when it started happening. And if you see here, it was June 11th. So maybe, let's see. Nope, that was it. So here was the point where we had perfect flat support from May, and then June something changed, and as you can see, the trend is your friend to the end. Well, we're not done until we come up here again and test, so I'm pretty happy with what we have currently. Ethereum does have a leg back up. It's just a matter of when do we fall, when do we come up. You already know there is a mimic coming right here, shoulder, head, shoulder, as you can see that clear as day. So that's what I'm talking about. I just want everyone to understand that this is what I'm looking at right now, and this is what I'm expecting. Now, if we get this fall and it comes through, and as I said, 1790 is your last hope. If not, then this 100% is a head and shoulders pattern coming down to the inverted for the 1648, and there's nothing we can do about it. But if you remember and you don't get so shallow, this is what happens. We get very shallow. What's today's date? August 16th. If you pay attention, definitely to mention, July 13th, we were just trading 1,007 Ethereum. So you really can't be silly. Like, just don't, because then I'm going to hear the cries, oh, we're having a funeral, it's over, and we're going back into the bear market. No, you're falling back and forth. You're like Jekyll and Hyde. You have the worst bipolar dysfunction you've ever had in your life. And that's what the market does to you. That's how you know you're watching the market. What's up, Sean? Evening to you and Alex. But pay attention, seriously, this is real talk here. This is real crypto. This is important. What I do believe is this yellow little ghost thing that's going to happen here is important. Say it with me. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I said it, so don't make me say it again. So anyways, we got a problem with the super chat. Seller, take care of that problem, please. You're a moderator. So is he. So right now, if you could see, though, the 1790 is coming down. It is a problem. So what I'm saying now is that's our last hurrah. And I'm going to put the pink. Now, the pink is telling me the 1833. I believe we're going to bounce off it. But warning signals, like if I can have warning, 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 we're going to crash, mayday, mayday, I would definitely have a million asterisks here and warning signs. I would probably put a sell stop out here at 1790 if you were long here. No doubt about it, because then that's when you can tell. So these are your two options. Pay attention. Your two options, and it's probably more than two. I'm giving you three options, and it's like, unfortunately, right? Shoot, pass, or dribble, right? It's the triple threat. You're going to get the 1836, 1833 Fibonacci sequence fallback. We're using Ethereum as a perfect example. You're going to get that nice, beautiful bounce off there, and that's where we're going, and up. That's why it's orange. If not, I'm going to make that white to correlate with that. You're going to get the 1648 head and shoulders pattern. And we're going to get an inverted head down below here, and it's unfortunately, but if you pay attention to this, maybe this will give you a little more understanding. This could finally not make sense. Why does that not make sense? Because then this would happen. So we're breaking the pattern. That doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't believe that 1648 is coming the more and more I look at this chart. But I do believe we will get 1836 and 1790. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think we had a wonderful cast here. I think we talked about a lot in the crypto space. Obviously, please be careful. I am not a financial advisor. This is just my strategy, of course. Please do your own homework and do your own research. So make sure you have your ducks in a row. So everybody take care. Have a wonderful night. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're trying to get to 1.3 subscribers. I would really like to see that. That would be a wonderful thing. Maybe then one day we can get to 100 likes on a video. But I do appreciate everyone coming into the chat saying hello. This is Technical Analysis. This is Wall Street Pete, Sicto, and Crypto from a gentleman who used to work on the NYMEX. Have a great night, everyone. Please be careful. Until tomorrow morning, 100% we are going to have a video tomorrow morning, roughly 8 o'clock, if not sooner. So be prepared to see a video in the morning. Take care.